Hello, this is Darryl.
And this is Renee.
Darryl W4 and Renee W25. And today we just wanted to give people a little bit of a feel for what the Midwest Geobash was for us. And we always do it as a day trip. We want to eventually make it down for a nighttime stay more than a day trip. But we always do it as a day trip because it's about a 2-hour drive each way. And that way we don't have to worry about the dog.
Right. It's just a lot easier. He can spend one day with his cousins.
So the Geobash is a annual thing pretty much since we started dating. And you've even gone a couple of times when you probably shouldn't have gone for your health reasons.
Probably, but I go anyway. And it's fun still. And I hate to hold people back, but I think it's still fun.
And this time we actually met up with Scott and Jesse. People probably know them from Geocaching Podcast.
And Cody Dog.
And Cody Dog was there as well, who they'll also probably know from Geocaching Podcast.
Probably.
Oh, maybe not as well. And ended up spending most of the day caching with them. But we spent the first part of the day wrapping up our Mystery at the Museum requirements, which was just, I think 3 gems or something. No, I think it was 4 gems.
We had 4. We had 5 because we had all 3 emeralds and...
Yeah, we needed 3 emeralds.
A sapphire and a diamond.
A sapphire and a diamond, I think, was correct. So we got those on the way to the fairgrounds, essentially.
Right.
Grabbed a couple more, including a puzzle cache that I had solved previously and never gotten around to.
Right.
So did all of that stuff and then went to the fairgrounds, and we were still there, like maybe 20 minutes after 10 when technically it opens.
Right.
Got our swag bags, which this year we didn't go crazy or anything. But we did get the t-shirts, which normally we haven't gotten, but I really like these shirts.
I do really like these shirts. They're light and much more comfortable than when it's usually 150 degrees outside.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've been saying is make sure the t-shirts match the time of year because people want to wear them during the event.
Right.
So when you get real heavyweight t-shirts at a August event in the Midwest or even worse down south, that's a bad plan.
Yes,
I know you're trying to be nice and give us, nice high quality shirts, but it's a bad plan. It does not work.
They're really hot.
Yes. And they get destroyed very quickly.
Yeah, hot, sweaty, sticks, woods,
So, yeah, very nicely done. I like the mesh bags, or I shouldn't say mesh, but the bags that they gave us.
Canvas, sort of.
They're that cheap,
it's like a cheap
canvas kind of thing that's a little bit breathable. Mm-hmm. So perfect for.
I forgot what they call that kind of bag where it's like it's a backpack, but it's not. Yeah. It's more like a knapsack. It's not really a backpack.
Them backpacks. But it's that type of bag that would be great for throwing your wet swimsuit in and taking it home.
Yes.
So I like that a lot.
Or I guess if you fall in the bog in the woods.
Yeah.
It gets stuck in the bog and need to change your clothes.
So, I liked the swag this year. The coin was good. Not anything stellar like the Tri-Cities coin was this year. Everyone's still talking about that one. That was beautiful.
Right.
I still would love to get my hands on one. But the coin, Renee grabbed it. Oh. Grab the 15-year coin that's down there too. But the coin itself, it was
pretty nice
medieval theme. Lots of references to Monty Python.
Lots.
So we have the raven as the mascot this year, and it's always a bird, of course. And
is it always the raven?
No, it's been flamingo. It's been the only exception I think was when they had actually a alien. But
is that why there's an alien picture on there? Oh, that's all on the back. It's all the mascots.
Yeah, it's the 15th year, and here we have all the mascots from all the years. I like the penguin the best, though. The penguin's just cute.
Penguins are cute.
So those were the 2 coins. The 15-year coin is really nice. I do like it.
Mm-hmm.
But
there are a lot of birds.
It's not.
They're all birds except for the alien.
Right. Yeah, it's supposed to be all birds, and the alien snuck in, and I'm not sure how. But it's supposed to be all birds. But no, the coins are really nice this year.
Yeah, I like it anyway.
But not anything to really get excited about. Nothing cool, no 3D shaped coins or anything like that. But still really nice coins.
Mm-hmm.
And we did lots of caching,
Lab
did all the
caching,
lab
too.
caches, which aren't called lab caches anymore. They're now adventure labs. And they did something really, really smart. All of the lab caches on the grounds were a wide enough area. I don't know if it worked outside of the grounds, but people were able to go to where the cell phones were working and
That was a big
actually,
deal.
yeah, and actually log there.
Right. Whereas I
So-
don't think that worked with the poker run because you actually had to be where the
The
poker
poker
run.
run was actually tighter and it was off of the grounds.
Oh, okay.
And there was also one in downtown Wasion that I kind of wanted to do, but time didn't really permit.
Right.
Because it was another hot and sticky day. We went out back into the woods and it was nasty. Not as bad as it has been in the past.
Right.
But they'd had enough rainfall that everything was still kind of mushy and muddy where it shouldn't have been.
I mean, we noticed even at, it was like, what, 10:30 in the morning, and I was getting bitten by flies, and we weren't in the woods yet. So,
yeah, it was
just kind of.
It was an epic, shall we say.
But we've been having nasty weather all along. So, I mean, I'm glad we weren't like 105 like we were last weekend, but still pretty up there in the 90s.
Yeah. But in any case, it was another good event. I think for the most part, it was better than the last few. Last year was, I think, the best year that we've had. But even then, I think this one came together better.
I think it did. It was a lot smoother. Everything seemed a lot smoother.
Yeah.
People got help when they needed help. I mean, in all different aspects of that.
Very few lines this year, even for like the food. I didn't see a whole lot of lines for that, but they didn't really have a whole lot of food.
And when they did have food, they didn't have food. Like the one, I don't know what time the food truck opened, the one lunch truck. The barbecue.
Yeah, the Outlaw Barbecue was really late to open. At like 12:30, they still hadn't opened. They were getting ready, but they still hadn't opened.
I mean, we did have some of their food for dinner, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was not lunch.
So, in all, if anyone's thinking about it, I definitely recommend
worth
it.
Going.
Next year is GoldenEye, so spy theme 007. That's going to be fun.
I think that'll be good setup there. There'll be good stuff to do there.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to the lab caches, the adventure lab, sorry.
That'll be fun.
For that one.
I like the puzzle solving too, so.
All right. And we also did a bunch of shopping, some good stores this year. The two that we actually bought stuff from were the Space Coast and Drive's Cash Closet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Drive's Cash Closet, I think, is where you got your decal.
The puppy. I got a puppy paw it's to put on my car.
But we also from Space Coast got this grab bag of 3 coins. So why don't you open that up?
They're almost as exciting as Disney pins. No, they are as exciting. We just need to make a better display of them.
Yes.
Want me to just take one at a time?
Yep.
Oh, I got the card.
Bill and Bart. You have to hold it up so we can see it.
I'm reading it.
Okay.
Space City Geocaching Association.
Yep. So the Space City Geocoin 2014 Texas Geocaching Association. And okay, back is kind of boring, but kind of a cool one. They're writing a comment of the open source geocaching.
Oh,
logo.
that is kind of cool. Oops.
It's a moose?
A moose. It's an elk? Oh, it's a moose. GPS guided moose.
Okay, I like this one. GPS guided moose, front and back. So front with the sunglasses, just the back of the head with the antlers.
Oh.
But no squirrel.
Cool. Geocaching around the planet. This is Islander Visit Australia.
Oh, I like this one. It's got the translucent enamel.
That is cool. What is it?
And to make this extra cool, it's 2007.
That is cool.
So this is, by today's standards, an old coin.
What is on the back? Coin. What is it? No, the other side. Or the front.
Well, that's the front.
What's
that's
on the front?
The snake.
Oh, okay.
With the translucent enamel.
That is really cool.
So very cool. So I like them.
I do too.
Especially, I was not expecting them to be that old.
Right. That's pretty cool. And then you bought some fun ones that aren't old.
Yeah.
necessarily, or they're not coins, but
they're standard. Well, no, they're coins.
or they're
standard coins. You can get them from the website or whatever. But I've got a couple of the soup coins that I'm going to activate and share on the show. She got orcas.
Yeah, I didn't bring them in.
All
here.
4 orcas.
They're really cool.
Or at least all 4 of the orcas that we knew.
Right.
We have the
and
Texas Geocoin, which is the hat.
And
what is it called? The Texas hat Geocoin.
Right. I forgot to bring them in here. And the turtle.
And the turtle. No, that's not from there.
Okay.
All right. So that's pretty much what we got. We got a bunch of cash containers from drives, including a couple of batteries that are.
Oh yeah, those are really cool. They look really just like batteries, and they're like plastic coated containers on the inside. Pill containers.
So those we're probably not actually going to use for caches, but they're nice little pill containers.
They had one that was really funny. It was a brush. It was like a hair. Like I don't know if I'd touch that. I don't think so. But just because, shopping's something that happens. We are in a couple weeks then going to West Bend.
So yeah, if you happen to be in West Bend, make sure to say hi. We've got our cards in from
for going
caching. So make sure to ask us for one of those if you see us. And also make sure to pay attention to Geo Gearheads, because we're going to do something a little fun and have some giveaways, but it's only a couple. So you got to listen, and hopefully you'll run into us at the Midwest Geobash and actually get a cool, or not, sorry, at
West Bend
Cash Bash, and hopefully get something cool from Geo Gearheads. See you later.
Thanks for watching.